All right, so just want to go through our diesel heater that we have recently installed on our Jayco Journey 15.48-6.
Okay, so we decided to put it underneath this seat here because it's a pain to get anything in there. We don't use it or anything for storage, do we, to take the seat off and that sort of thing.
No, yeah.
So it's just a waste of space, so that's why we sort of decided to put it there. From memory, there's a chassis rail through about here, so that's why we could sort of drill the hole sort of down there. We've tapped into the power. There's a cigarette lighter on the opposite side there, so we just tapped into the power for that cigarette lighter.
So that cigarette lighter was installed with the purchase of the van, so I think it's
standard on the outside.
Standard factory, yeah.
Yeah. So the outlet comes out here, so then we sort of have it over here to face to, you know, for the kids in the bunk because it gets quite cold over there.
That's the heating.
So then the inlet is here, that it sucks it through. We've put the tank, like for the fuel, at the front of the drawbar. We'll probably show a picture of that later. So then that front of the drawbar, I fixed it to where the jerry can is, where that's the jerry can holder. So then the fuel then comes, you know, across the chassis, underneath the van, then to under where the heater is, and then for the fuel pump we enclose that. We'll hopefully insert a picture into an electrical box to sort of make that watertight and to try and make it a bit quieter. We sort of then put some noise insulating foam in there. You can't hear it on the outside, but we can hear the ticking on the inside. But for me, it doesn't bother me. But you can't hear it on the outside, which is good because we don't want to annoy the neighbours.
It's not really, yeah. It's not loud at all, pretty much. It's
yeah, it's not too bad.
You can hear it in the background, but it's nothing to get. Yeah, it's nothing to keep you up at night or anything.
Yeah,
like
so we
that.
tried a few things, and yeah, that's sort of the best we came up with. A lot of people say just hang it off with zip ties, but I sort of want to enclose it because we do go across some rivers and that sort of stuff, so I don't want the electrics to get wet.
Yeah, that's under the chassis.
It's under the chassis. Yeah.
So how about we go down there and show you how?
Yeah. So then we fix it to a board. We tried to use some grommets to isolate the noise and that sort of stuff because the tapping of the pump can then go up into the van, so you sort of get that as well.
Right. Okay. All right, we'll go settle little Linky Bear out there and we'll show you under van.
Okay, so this is the electrical casing that we sort of put it in. Some rubber foam there to sort of isolate the noise. Some rubber grommets to go up to sort of isolate the screws going into the floor of the van. And then we just put some protective outer casing for the fuel line to protect it so it doesn't rub sort of going up underneath the chassis. You can see the inlet there, that's a gutter. Just got that from Bunnings, like a 100mm gutter or something like that to protect the heat going into the floor. And then the exhaust here,
That's the exhaust.
because of the location, well, we can't put it on the other side because that's where all the fridge is and that sort of thing. I guess your only other option is, it could be under the bunks at the back or under the floor at the front, but we use all that for storage. Probably like Maria said, you know, this is probably not the best spot with the exhaust sort of coming out, but it hasn't been too big a deal.
Look, like I've mentioned, you know, when it's winter time anyway, once the heater's on,
you're going inside cold, anyway.
You're going inside for the night, so we're not really sitting out here. It would be on while it's a summer afternoon. We're sitting out here, so anyway, we'll show you where the tank is to fill up with diesel.
So I just put a backing board here, which then fixed to where the jerry can goes. Then I screwed the tank to the backing board, just to sort of make it a bit easier.
Yeah, okay. And so there's some.
And there's the fuel
filter.
There's
a board here, which you fixed onto the drawbar.
No, that's part of the whole backing board system.
Oh, okay. So that's what's that connected to? What's that drilled into?
Well, that goes on to here, to the jerry can.
Okay, to the jerry can holder.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all.
So it's the fuel filter. Yeah, so pretty straightforward.
That comes under here, under the chassis, and connects to the other side where it's
And goes to the...
connected. Yeah.
So, just from eBay, 150, 160 bucks. We got the one with the aluminium casing. We've had two now. This one was the aluminium casing. There is a bit of a vibration. I think the other one with the plastic casing is the better. Well, it's not that it's better, but we've had less noise with that one. So if I was to do it again, I would get the one with the plastic outer casing. So overall, excellent. One of the best purchases or best things we've done.
Yeah. And was it too hard to install, was it?
No, well, once we've done the first one, the second one's, you know what you're doing, so the second one's always easier.
So we had a Swan previous to this Jayco Journey, so we installed it in the Swan. So it...
So far, on startup, it draws about 8 amps, I think, off the top of my head. Running on the lowest heat setting, it does about maybe 0.6 of an amp. And if we run it all night, 12 hours or more, we will probably go through 1 or 2 litres of diesel. So pretty efficient.
Yeah,
like last night,
not much at
it was
all.
about 22, 23 degrees and it was about 5 degrees out.
So a night would probably go through about that much of fuel, right?
Oh, it was a bit more. We've gone through
for 2 nights. Yeah.
So that much.
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
So overall, very efficient, very, very good.
Yeah. So you'd recommend?
100%. Best thing we've done.
Yeah. Oh, it keeps you so toasty. So
we've got even open windows because it's too hot.
Yeah. There is vents on the Jayco Journey, and it is recommended not to cover them. So try not to cover them. You'll need ventilation through there because it can get quite warm overnight. So it will adjust itself, right?
No, it does, but we're even on the lowest, so the lowest
setting. Yeah. Got up to 24 degrees last night overnight. So, and it's 5 degrees outside. So from 5 degrees outside to 24 degrees in the van. It's pretty amazing. And for the cost and the cost to run, it's a no-brainer, really. Jinx, double jinx. Your bum stinks. All right then.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you with any questions. If you have any questions on what to get, where to get it, or how they installed it, comment below. We'll do our best to get back to you.